Yeah.
So,
well, the one similar to that I was taught when I was little was a vision of heaven and hell, and it went down to hell, and in hell, right, there was these people had like 20-foot long chopsticks.
yeah.
And they were getting their food, and they couldn't get the chopsticks into the food and get it round to their mouth because they were just too long.
Right.
Right, that was how. And in heaven, they had exactly the same thing, but they were feeding each other.
What? Right.
You don't like Chinese food? Is that what you're Is that what your concern is, Carl?
No, just...
Well, see, the one I remember, I can't remember the ending, but it's about two nuns in a bath.
Yeah, oh, I know.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Or are they on a bike?
That's two adventures. It's the same nuns, but they go to all sorts of adventures. They're
normally quite erotic adventures.
Yeah, well, they are. There's one where they're driving down a cobbled street, I remember.
Oh, go on.
And then there's the other, then of course... Whalebones on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant, and Carl. Well, Carl, I really don't think you got your teeth into the fables, really. I don't think you...
There wasn't anything to learn. I read a couple, thought, yeah, that's alright, and put it down again. There wasn't anything to learn. It was all stuff I knew already. But made up with nice little foxes and bears and stuff. So...
Yeah. But is that one about, like... That one we spoke about, like, when the hares are going, we should share all our food, and the lion said, that's a good argument, but it hasn't got the teeth and claws that we've got. That's lovely. Because it's sort of like, you know, that's an indictment on sort of, you know, you could say it's an anti-equality almost, you know, you could get really sort of deep into that, you know what I mean? You could, no?
Big philosophical ideas in a nutshell, not interesting?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay then, well, you're gonna hate this then. I've brought in the concise Oxford Dictionary of Quotations. Now just look at some of your favourites. I'd suggest going straight to things like, Wilde, or, Newton, or Churchill, or
You're a big fan of Churchill?
Yeah,
like
well, he's the boy. Yeah, right, okay, let's go through that old Kramer, blah, blah. Newton, right, right, here's a famous one, okay? This is Isaac Newton. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants.
Do you like that one?
So there's a meaning in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he hasn't actually stood on the shoulders of giants.
So remember, he's an amazing, inventor and mathematician, and he discovered the incredible laws of the universe. And he's saying, yeah, okay.
If you want a good view, move into a multi-story.
He's saying, right? He's saying, if I have seen further than the people, and he's being modest here, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants to get that view.
If it weren't for all the people that have come before him with their great insight and knowledge, he wouldn't have seen what he's seen.
He's taken his learnings, and those people have given him
just say that. Instead of making up, that's what I've got a problem with. People don't say what they mean.
Poetry, art, and...
In life, though, people never say what they actually mean, and, you know, there's loads of books on it. I don't know.
But the point is that he's just summarised quite a tricky idea, beautifully.
It's beautiful. That gets into you much deeper than just the words, than just the literal words, you know what I mean?
One of my favourites is from an American novelist, and the quote is, talking about the subject of fame and being famous, fame is a mask that eats into the face. Don't you think that's amazing?
Meaning?
Well, meaning that fame is something that is artificial, that you wear initially, you become famous, but it's ethereal, it's nothing, it's intangible, it's just an artifice. But if you stay famous long enough, you begin to think that mask you're wearing is really your real face. So that you begin to, you know, think that you are more than you perhaps are. Do you see what I mean? In the way that fame and power can corrupt.
Oh, who said that?
No, it's an American novelist, I forget his name.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, something in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick another one, right?
Yeah, let's have a look. Bernard Shaw, he's no slouch.
I think maybe when you take this book of quotations home, Carl, you should maybe just draw up maybe a list of 3 or 4 of your favourites and tell them next week.
I want to do Shaw, Wilde, I look at Shakespeare as well, you know, he's...
Are you a fan of Shakespeare?
No.
Go on, what's your problem with it?
Just, the way they speak. Can't follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like West Side Story?
It's really old as well. I can't relate to it. It's like years and years ago, isn't it? That's why I like Churchill. Because
1940s.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is Shaw. Okay. There are 2 tragedies in life. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it.
Again, how would you see that in your little?
Well, that's one homework then. I'll mark that. That's your homework. You got to work that out. You've got to tell me what you think of it.
Say again.
Don't ask Suzanne. It's there. Right. There are two tragedies in life. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. Okay? Take that home with you, and we'll be hearing Carl come up with some amazing quotations next week.
Yeah, pick out your favourites.
Now I'd like to play a song for the lovers while he's thinking.
No, I don't think we've got the lovers lined up.
Oh, what have we got?
Bit of hip-hop. It's hip-hop hooray.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, everyone's a big fan. I played something from this last week. It's this new album from Nerd, In Search Of. It's been re-recorded by the lads, I don't know why. And anyway, it's particularly good. We played last week Things Are Getting Better. This is the one we have played in the past, actually. Bobby James.
Doves, there goes the fear on XFM 104.9. Well, just read that book anyway. Can I just say, this is one of a beautiful, it's Keats, right? What do you think of this? A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness.
See, this is just like how it was at school now. The last couple of weeks I've been quite interested in what you've been giving me. Now it's really like,
Okay.
I really don't care.
Now what about this? Now I did philosophy, and philosophy is obviously the quest for knowledge, and look, listen to this though. This is what Keats came out with. Philosophy will clip an angel's wings. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Don't be constrained by what's, dream a little, you know what I mean? Just go beyond. I don't agree with it, but it's a lovely bit of poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you're gonna read that for me, are you, Carl? Yeah?
Just pick out 5 of your favourites.
Yeah.
The ones that mean something to you.
And then next week I'll bring in pictures of animals.
Brilliant.
Okay?
We'll do it.
Okay, and some sweets.
Rick, I've had a word with some of the top brass here. Well, they had a word with me in the corridor. If you remember when
Did
we
they
started...
say, who are you?
Pretty much, yeah. Oi, 4 eyes.
Yeah.
And, no, they said they were saying that, obviously enjoy the show, they love it. And, they're just worried, though, that in the early days when we started the show, remember, we were a lot more informative. We used to do the film reviews, there was things like the Gig Guide and stuff like that. Sure. Which we've kind of let go by the step of the wayside.
Yeah, they want us to bring that.
Well,
No.
exactly, so I just wanted...
No, the Gig Guide, I was worried that, funnily enough, the XFM Gig Guide does not include some of the biggest bands in the world.
Okay, alright.
Or some of the best venues. That's what worried me.
No, look, Rick, just do what you're told, alright?
Oh, is it better?
There's the Gig Guide. It's got
got better?
It's got a lot
Am I
of big
gonna be
names on it.
impressed?
You're gonna love the Gig Guide.
I need a bet if this is going to be pretty impressive.
Let's play the proper jingle.
Okay. Tonight, if you want to see these two bands in a small venue, get down to the Metro Bar on Oxford Street. Doors are at 8 PM and tickets are only £6 to see 10 Benson and Beach Buggy. Alright? Now, if you missed Longwave, supporting the Strokes of Brixton Academy last night, you can catch them headlining Casino Royale at the Monarch.
Rick, I missed them last night. How much will I be paying for that?
You'll only be paying £5, right? But listen, they're also supported by Shelby and I Remember Nothing.
Brilliant.
Now, people know about the Brixton Academy, but a little-known venue in Brixton is the Windmill. And you're going to see 3 great bands there tonight. Guapo, Plonquez, and Mechanical Beetles Never Quite Warm. So, Orange Goblin and Grand Magus play the garage, and, Diefenbach and Sudden play the Rotar sessions at Nine Hills Arts Club. So that's the Gig Guide, next time.
What a load of rubbish. I mean, switch off the jingle. Look at this. We've discussed this before, haven't we? Names for bands that will never be anything.
Ladies and gentlemen,
please welcome to the stage Mechanical Beetles Never Quite Warm. Please welcome to the stage Planquez. Please welcome to the stage Orange Goblin. Oh, goodness me. Look at this.
Oh, God. Orange Goblin. Orange Goblin. So rubbish. What's his name? Got a fake town, hasn't he? That one of his supermarket sweep. What's his name?
Dale Winton.
Dale Winton, yeah.
Supporting REM. I Remember Nothing. Never gonna happen. I mean, please, come on, people. Think.
Hey, here's a band that plays big venues. Doesn't make them better, sure. But this is Radiohead. This is Song for the Lovers and Let Down off OK Computer. This is beautiful. So, see, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Doesn't that move you at all, Carl? Philosophy will clip an angel's wings.
There was an old lady from Ealing
who was put into